circle. We are doing a sit down video. Guys, this is so nostalgic for me because the last time I did this, it was the get to know me tag, my very first video. Where has the time gone? Where has the time gone? Aibo, di YouTuber nyan. Like, I'm actually. Anyway, we are doing a sit down video today, and it's gonna be 10 tips you need to know when doing your masters. Whew, what a journey that was. What a journey. I did my masters in 2019, a little bit of 2020, and it was an experience and a half. I wouldn't change it for anything. It is one of my best experiences in life. Absolutely loved it. I really, really did it. Even though it was, it was yo, teka ring, all the way. But it was once in a lifetime. It was absolutely, what an experience. I'm just gonna give you the top 10 tips that I think would help, assist, aid your master's journey, and I really, really do hope it helps. And if it does, if you like what you hear, if you like what you see, if you're a new subscriber, hello, if you're a new subscriber, please do subscribe. I'll give you a second. Okay, thank you. If you do like what you see, please do like this video and comment down below. Tell me your suggestions, how you found your master's experience, what you would like other people to know about the journey. Please do comment down below. So the first tip is take your coursework seriously. Take your coursework as seriously as you do your final report, because the coursework really does help bump up that final mark, because at the end of the day, they combine the 2 marks. So it'll be your coursework mark and your report mark at the end of the day. So if you feel as though my report writing skills might not be that great, and you really do excel when it comes to coursework, please do give it your all as well, because it will help push up that mark. Or just in case something happens with the report and you don't get the outcome that you would have liked to get, as long as your coursework mark is really strong, I really do believe that it balances it out for you. So really put as much effort as you do in your coursework as you do in your final report. My second tip would be read and watch as much content as you can in relation to your broad topic or your broad interest, whatever you want your research paper to be about. Read as much as you can on that interest, because you never know where you'll get inspiration. And I wouldn't only say read literature. I feel as though these days, the content that we're getting, series, anything, the things that we engage on in social media, are really great sources of also getting inspiration. So I would definitely say read and watch as much content as you can regarding your interest and your overall broad topic. My third tip would be pick your supervisor very wisely. Your supervisor will be throughout your journey. They really will be attached to your hip, so please pick them wisely. So for me, a big thing when picking my supervisor was communication style. I'm very big on communication style, and there's just a certain way that I receive feedback in the best way, and I wanted that to genuinely be the best experience for me, and not like an overwhelming or a very unsettling thing for me. I didn't want my feedback to be an unsettling process for me. So I really particularly loved the way in which my supervisor would give back feedback, would reassure me, would motivate me. So that was a big thing. So make sure that your supervisor is one that speaks to you, one that's open and transparent with you, and one that has a way of communicating that speaks best to you in the way that you best receive feedback and communication. Tip number 4 is be open and honest and transparent with your supervisor. Because at the end of the day, if you're not, you're only going to be disadvantaging yourself. So if you feel as though the deadlines that are being given or the deadlines that you guys are discussing are really not speaking to you, or you really won't be able to meet or match those deadlines, be open about it. If you feel as though, I know we set this deadline, but I'm really behind, or life really got tough this week, be super open with them, because at least they can navigate how best to assist you reach the goal at the end of the day. But if they don't know anything, if you're just silent, it's just going to backfire at the end. It really, really will backfire, and it will just become a bigger thing than it needs to be. So be as open and transparent as you can with them. Tip number 5 is the admin department is your friend. Seek assistance from the admin department as and when you wish. Honestly and truly, it really helps having that open communication with the admin department, because they are the ones that are on the ball when it comes to all those little things that you have to submit, all the little things that you have to copy, certify, whatever the case may be. So if you're really open to establishing communication and establishing some sort of actually a relationship with the admin department, it really helps, because there's a lot of things that you have to tick off as you go through the process. So having them to rely on is a really, really big thing, and they really do help the journey throughout. Tip 6, do not isolate yourself in this process. Do not just be a little lone ranger on this island that is the master's degree, because you really, really do feed off the support that you gain from your fellow students, and you feel less alone through venting, through opening up, through establishing those relationships, and you just realize that actually sikhala sibaningi, okay? And it also helps that sometimes you find that the things that are not your greatest strengths might be your fellow students' greatest strengths, and you guys can help each other out in that way. And it's really a beneficial relationship, a beneficial community and camaraderie that at the end of the day you guys will feel like you guys went through the trenches together. You guys made it out together. It's such a lovely experience to make those bonds throughout that process. Tip number 7 is to definitely choose a research method that speaks to you. For example, I'm a qualitative method girl through and through. I love to understand, I love to unpack, I love to dig deeper, I love to know the nuances behind what I'm researching. And others may be a quantitative researcher, love the quantitative field, or whatever the case may be. So choose a method that really speaks to you, because at the end of the day it will help your argument. You'll be more motivated when it comes to the argument section, when it comes to the findings section rather, as opposed to doing what you think would, I don't know, best suit the funding or the most desired research report. Choose a method that speaks to you, because at the end of the day you're going to be the one that has to write out the findings, the argument, make an argument for it, back the argument. Tip number 8, do not stress if the argument is not coming to you yet and you feel as though I'm at my findings sections now, but I don't feel as though I'm having a cohesive argument here. A tip that I got when I first started my master's journey is to have a little book next to your bed, book and pen, because you never know, you might dream about it and write down the idea, or you might, you never know where you'll get the inspiration from. So I wouldn't say don't push the argument too much, or try to force the argument too much. It'll genuinely come to you. For qualitative researchers, it's really, really great to go back to your transcripts and read the responses of your interviewees. That really also helps spark the motivation to come up with the argument that best speaks to your question. And you really will have that aha moment the more and more in which you engage with the data that you've gathered. Tip number 9 is to take your breaks. This process is a very tedious one, a very long one as well. And my supervisor was really great in motivating me to take my breaks when I needed to take that breather, because you don't want to be burnt out in the process, and you don't want to have writer's block, you don't want to have a mental block, you don't want to experience any of those things. So when you can, take that break to rejuvenate, to just reset, to come to again, because rather you take that break and come back better and come back more motivated and come back more energized than to just push yourself and be completely burnt out and hit a brick wall. And the last and final tip is to enjoy the journey, to soak it in, to just take it for what it is at that moment, because it's one that you'll look back on fondly, as in I went through that, but I came out better on the other side. So I really, really do encourage you to soak up the moment, enjoy it for what it is, and to really live in the moment. I think the biggest thing is to live in that moment, because it's such an exhilarating journey. It's one of my greatest highlights in life. It's one of my greatest achievements in life, and I wouldn't change it for anything. So I really, really would encourage you to soak up and enjoy, and to just be in the moment. Be Rambo in those trenches. Be Rambo, feel every punch and punch back when you need a punch back in that journey. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you liked this video, please press the like button, comment down below, let me know if you'd like more of these kind of videos, and I will definitely do that. And thank you so much for growing this community. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I really do appreciate it. Let's continue to grow this family, and thank you again for watching. Till next time.